Hey everybody, thanks for coming along today. We're down in Fernandina Beach, Florida at a place called Fort Clinch. It's a Civil War era fort. Don't know all the history about it. Built in like the Civil War era, so 1860s or so, but it's back here behind me. I've been here before. It's the coolest place ever. If you just want to go explore, it's got all kind of little tunnels and brick walls and passages and all kinds of things. But we've come today. My family's already in the visitor center, I think. But we're going to come and we're going to walk through it, going to check it out, going to have some fun. Come along. All right, so the wind's really ripping it out here. You see the ocean over there. I don't know. Well, it's actually the Cumberland, I think, inlet or something like that. Cumberland Island, Georgia, is not too far from here. But this is the entrance to the fort here, and it's got, what's really cool, it's got like a moat, and I don't know if they filled it. I'll have to check and see, but it's got this drawbridge. Well, this bridge wouldn't be original, but I think it would have had a drawbridge. Oh yeah, it does, because you can see there's some chains right up in here, but it's got these really cool, it's a moat. I mean, like what you would see at a castle. I wonder if they filled it and maybe put alligators in it. I don't know. That would be a good way of keeping people out or in, you know, one way or the other. This is really neat. I've been here before, but this is, like I say, I've been to a couple of forts, but this is probably my favorite because it's just like so thick. So it's full of little, I'll show you some tunnels and things. There's the chains though for the and I guess that's real. I don't know if this was the actual real drawbridge thing or not, and I bet it is because it's got some parts under it, and then I can see bricks down there. Oh wow, too cool. I'd like to be able to go under that. But you feel so safe in this. It's like nothing but brick, solid. If this thing could take a big bomb, I think, and you could survive it. But right there looking at us is a cannon. I don't know if they would have the cannon intentionally pointed to the door for intruders to shoot them or not, but I'm not sure. You got Old Glory flying with it's got a star for the stars, and I don't know if that's period correct. Did they have, I think they were, oh, there's my family. They're wondering why I'm not keeping up with them. But the flag, I don't know how many stars it is, but I don't think that's traditional or a time period correct design of the stars or not. We're going to walk through this thing and check it out. Like I said, I don't know much history about this place, but it's a Civil War, and it never saw battle, so it never really got to see any no bombs got dropped on it. Well, Civil War, I don't think they dropped bombs. They would you know, cannonball that thing. Here's some sort of bunks. 3. Hey, you know, the kids will say, hey, I want top bunk. I wonder if anybody's ever said, I want middle bunk. There's a middle bunk here. Oh my goodness, I think they're filled with pine straw. Wow. There's the old George, some guy and another guy. This looks like Grant. I don't know if that's Grant or not. But don't you know this would be hot? This must be like a jail. Okay. Must be a jail. You got the beds here. And then I guess I don't know. Maybe these guys bunked with the inmates. And who were the inmates? Were they bad soldiers? I don't know. This floor is really, really rough. You would sprain your ankle if you're not careful. And there's the spittoon. Did you know why a spittoon was called a spittoon? I think. I'm just making this up. I don't really know. But you would spit and it would make a tune. Spittoon. I don't think that's it. Here's some kind of nobody's in there. I see no light. This is solitary confinement. That's what this is. Man, that'd be tough. Some old lock. I wonder if that's period correct. It's made out of brass, it looks like, not steel. Not sure. Moving on. So it has this really big courtyard And from what I did a little bit of research. Seems to me that there are some almost looks like where the foundation of buildings were at one time, and I'll get over there later. Apparently that was for they were going to build something and they laid the foundation and never got to it, so I'm not sure about that. He's got these big cannons, they're everywhere. I think that over there, if I'm not mistaken, that's the kitchen. This was probably like the barracks hall for the I don't know, the boss men of the army. What are they called, generals? And they've got this roped off. When I was here previously, you could go up this ramp. Not sure, but you can still go up the stairs over here. We're gonna try that out. My family's in this tunnel. Let's go get them. Yeah, so what I was saying is this place is so cool because it has tunnels. And if you're a kid, right? I'm just a kid at heart, but anyway, it's got these tunnels, and they're like, it'd be hide and seek it'd be the greatest game of hide and seek out here. You could have like teams. You could have teams to do hide and seek. And there's so many places to hide. Kind of like that. Look at these, the stairs that go up. It goes up top to where this ramp was. I don't know what it is. I guess they would take their, this is how you got into the, no, that wouldn't be in because this is the wall. But anyway, I guess if you wanted to get a cannon or something up, you would have to go up this ramp here and then go around and put them in place. But check out this tunnel. Can you see the light at the end of it? Isn't this cool? I don't know. I guess this is completely solid too. There's not like there's any. There's my daughter down there. She's hiding from us. But I guess this is completely solid, and it's a good place to be in a tornado, I would imagine. I don't know if you can still see me or not because it's so dark in here. So these tunnels are cool. It's be kind of creepy to walk around here at nighttime. This is what it reminds me of. So it reminds me of like if you go to a cemetery, creepy cemeteries have these like big crypts and vaults and stuff. This is what it reminds me of. Go ahead and check this out. Closed for construction. I doubt they're really doing any construction. These are so cool. I remember this room here, which is kind of creepy. This is the one I'm talking about. It reminds you of an old crypt. And so what I heard was these are some odd looking little nooks and crannies here. It's like, why did they make a window so narrow? Supposedly, this is where they could, a rifleman could sit here and he could able to shoot at someone and have a pretty good line of sight. Once you get past this, you can see that, but without getting shot back. You know, you don't want to get shot back. You want to shoot, you just want to get shot back. And then maybe the same thing here. This looks like it would have had some kind of a rifle or some kind of cannon or something mounted right there in that hole. Not sure. Not 100% sure. And then if you look up at the ceiling, almost looks like some kind of church. It's the architecture is really cool, and that they did it all with bricks. And go in here. This is kind of the creepy area. Don't know what this would have been. There's not like any. There's no. You don't see any like things that say what the room is. This may have been you can't see a darn thing in here. It is it's just a room. I bet they kept ammo or something like that in it. Not sure. Not 100% sure about that. Here's some sort of rigging for, I don't know, was that a cannon? Then it had a hoist above it. I bet that's what it was. I bet that was a cannon. Would hold some sort of artillery, and then it was on wheels. This all looks to be original too. Cool. Now, my family went up these stairs here. Check this out. Rapunzel, or no, Cinderella, or who lived in a tower? There they are. This is so cool. Where did they get round bricks from too? There. They can see the ocean. Well, it's still ocean. It's an inlet. This is neat. And there's no, what does it say? Stay off walls. Oops. I almost said it didn't say to not get up here, but stay off the walls. Uh-oh. Oh, man. We can do this.
Okay, we got one over.
Excuse me, thank you.
No handrail. It's dangerous here.
So yeah, I know the wind's bad. I've got a little helper with me. I just found her. She was in one of the little crevices. This is my granddaughter, Ivy. She's with us today. She probably can't breathe with that air. It's blowing so hard right now. We're right on the coast, so it's going to be very strong, the wind. I think this goes down. Oh yeah, I remember now. They have, I've noticed this as well. The tunnels, at the end of the tunnels, there's like brick walls, and I guess that's if you have some sort of fortification still. Ain't that right, Ivy? Point to it. Can you do it? She's a good little baby. It's my only granddaughter, only grandchild. So let's go on down this way. So Ivy, what do you think about Fort Clinch? So do you like it? Is it fun? Or are you just mesmerized at the camera? She's like, this camera, I can't see myself. You like it? What's over there? This looks like another one of those places like we were just at. There's the stairs. They go up. Another tunnel. Goes into the courtyard area. And so let's lose them. Let's go. She's like, where are you taking me, Papa? Oh, here we go. Fort Clinch. Here comes my daughter Ruthie. So somewhere over here is Cumberland Island. If I'm not mistaken, that land across the water there is Cumberland. I've been on Cumberland as a small child, and it's really cool too. It's kind of a private island, sort of. It's not real. There's not a lot of people that go over there. There's a bridge. You have to take a ferry. And I know this wind is so. You'll see the camera. Anyway, just one other thing about this place is it's a little redundant. So if you go on top of one, take one stair. If it's a curved stair, it's probably the roof is going to look the same because it's just the corners. Got one down there we were just at. Got this one. Got another one. So it's like you get the same thing over and over, which is okay. I mean, so you don't have to do them all. We'll go check some more stuff out. Look at the size of that going. Let's see what's in the end of it. They always plug the ends. I guess if people might try to crawl in there. It's solid. So these were got measurements down here, I guess, where they would roll it around. Give me 10 degrees. I don't see a pointer. But give me 10 degrees and I'm gonna blast that ship. And as far as I know, no ships got blasted from this area. They did have World War II. I think World War II actually, they had some sort of like beach watch or something like that. I don't know. I don't think they have electricity out here. I don't know. Not that you have to, but they had a like beach watch or something. It is a neat fort. If you ever get a chance to come on to Fernandina, I think it's Amelia Island is what it's actually called. Amelia. I don't have any. don't know who Amelia was, but it's Amelia Island, and then Fernandina Beach is on Amelia Island. And Fernandina Beach would be over that way, because this is the Cumberland Sound. By way of where my finger is, that's St. Mary's, Georgia, over there. So this river is the St. Mary's River, at least where it comes in the inlet. That's the Atlantic Ocean. It comes in from the Atlantic, and then there's the Cumberland Sound. And I know this wind is probably super loud, but then you have the state line. So I'm in Florida, that's Georgia over there, and this is the river that forms the border of Florida and Georgia. And apparently the St. Mary's it looks like it forks off over here, but I'm not sure if it does. But I believe this is the St. Mary's River. You can see a boat coming up and a sailboat going down with the actual sails out, because it is windy today. It would be no problem. You know, there's one thing that I notice that I do. I notice I do a lot more than one thing, by the way. But one thing that I'll see people that are vlogging or just videos of the Pacific Ocean, and I've never been to the Pacific Ocean, but it's like, man, that is so cool. I would love to go check out the Pacific, the western coast of America. But then I forget that I literally live right on the eastern coast, and you know, the same people that say you know, they'd love to see the Atlantic just like I'd like to see the Pacific, but we take those things for granted, don't we? Could you imagine how hot it is in the summertime here? Yes, I can't imagine, because I live near here. For these Civil War guys, it would be so hot. There's no air conditioning in the 1860s. You know, we're so spoiled. But they wear those heavy garments or those heavy uniforms, and you know, the humidity level here in the southeast is insane. One thing that you guys that live over on the West Coast don't get to experience is the humidity. The humidity is so thick here, you could literally cut it with a knife. Sometimes you can just see it. You can say, let's go out to the coast, look over the marsh or whatever, and then there's like, you can see the humidity is so thick. But here, I've been here when it was super hot, and it is miserable. And these people be stationed here. And yeah, I don't know how they take it. But when I grew up as a kid, we didn't have air conditioning. Our house didn't have air conditioning. I'm only 45 years old. We didn't even have central heating or cooling. We had a fireplace. So I kind of relate with these people. Speaking of fireplace, there's a whole stack of firewood right here, and it looks like they must do some kind of, maybe they just light fires. Here's those bases of buildings that they were going to build, some sort of other barracks, and from what I understand, they just never did complete building those things. I don't know why. I guess hey, the war's over, whatever that looked like. What was it? It was V-Day for World War II. World War I have no clue, and Civil War, I ain't got a clue what was the like Victory Day or anything like that. Not real good on my history. Probably should be, since I live in this country. But it is neat to think how many people have walked on this. How many people walked right here with a Civil War uniform on, and they're gone now. Never know who they were. Never knew what went on here. There's all kinds of stuff here, but they looks like the restrooms or something over here. Oh, there's a jail. There is a, what do they call it when the ammo is stored? What's it called? A magazine. Isn't it called a magazine? Here's must be a magazine here. Got all kind of gunpowder. There's nothing in there. It's empty, and here is I don't know what this looks like, almost where a bathroom would be, or maybe by chance it was where a guard stood. He stood here just like this all the time. He couldn't move, but he protected the gunpowder in this magazine. And there was a door here that went somewhere else, and that would be cool, but it can't see. Oh, it does move though. I'm gonna get in trouble. Get out of here. So this is like, they kept the ammo right next door to it with bars on the door. I think they put these bars to just keep people out. This is cannonballs, real live cannonballs. I guess they probably dug these up. They were out here, possibly. Some Frankfurt Arsenal over there. I don't know what that is. And 100 rounds of Borman time fuse. Oh, time fuse. So for your when you light the fuse on the cannon. You know, we have like, what in our language we have things like, you need to light his fuse. You know, what does that mean? Work quick, get faster. Because literally when you lit the fuse on a cannon, you had better get done with what you're going to do because it's about to go off. So anyway, when you hear someone say, hey, they need to light his fuse or her fuse, I think that may be where that came from. Here's a water pump. I'm not sure if this actually, it does look like there's a pipe that goes down there. So this actually probably was really the well they use. They've got it locked so you can't pump any water. And then they had this basin, and then it runs down into this drain, and this drain literally smells like city sewer. It stinks so bad. I don't know if it's stagnant water in there or something. But I was going to show you something else. You see, here's another one of those magazines. This is over to the left of where the other one was. Here's another magazine. Make sure there's, you know, I bet that, oh, look here. So this one actually has the door open. Here's where the guard stands at attention. Wow, it stinks in here so bad. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's like a kitchen. Pots and pans, and if I'm not mistaken, the last time I was here, they actually had a fire going, or there was something that was smoking. There's your pizza oven. Man, I didn't know they had pizza ovens in the Army. Cool. But what I was going to say a while ago is that other magazine, or this is a magazine, but right beside it, there's a room that looks just like it. It's got a tunnel in the end of it. I'm telling you, man, this will be the best. The best. Oh, check this out. Maybe that's what stinks. Is there anything in there? Okay, so here's that other, looks like a magazine room, or if I'm not calling that, you know, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What's it called? But this one has a tunnel here, and it goes out. So they had all kind of little entrances and exits and all kind of places where they could hide from the enemy, or run from the enemy, or block the enemy in, or whatever they did with them. It's a neat place. It's really cool. Okay, so this is another kitchen. I think this is the one where I was at, where they had the fire going before. Not that it matters. And check out these old lamps. It's like a fuel tank. You know, you'd have lamp oil. I bet those would burn a long time. A couple of them. And there's a sign over here. It says, and I guess, you know, it's kind of fitting, no spitting in the kitchen. It's written on a piece of slate. I guess back in the old Civil War days, they didn't have paper. So it's written on slate. Pretty cool. And here's the common dipper. So when you're really thirsty, you go. And check this out, guys. I've actually been, when I was a kid, I went with my granddad to one of, I thought I heard the camera do something. I went with my granddad to a house. It was an old man lived there. I remember what we went for. But this old man on the back porch had a dipper and a bucket of water. I don't think he had power or a well. It must have been a hand well. But I remember drinking out of that bucket of water with that dipper. And I'm not that old. Well, it makes me feel older. But anyway, maybe that's what that was. They had them probably one of those water pots or something right over there. They have it full of water. Maybe it was this thing here. And yeah, help yourself. Just wipe your mouth before you don't spit on my cup. Well, have you had fun today? No, you can't have it. Hey, you had fun today? Here, you want to film? All right, film us. All right, so she's going to film just a second. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. You did it. I think that's pretty much going to do it. We've looked at, there's some other nooks and crannies under this under this ramp here was another one of those where I just had the baby was holding the camera, and it goes down to another corner that's the same basic. Like I say, it's very redundant. If you come here, there's a lot of the same. There is a cannon here without the end plugged. You can see they take a piece of telephone pole and stick in here. There he is right there. Oh man, it's dark. You ever seen the inside of a cannon? There you go. But anyway, this place is very fortified, very neat, has a resemblance of cemetery, kinda. Like I say, some of the way they built. There's an old cemetery over in Macon, Georgia that we love to go to, and I'll go there one day with you guys. It's called Rose Hill Cemetery, and you'll see what I mean if I go there, because a lot of it's really hilly there, and so they have a lot of the tombs are built on the side of the hills, and they're bricks, and it so resembles the architecture or the way the bricks are dilapidated, and quite possibly because it's around the same era. So they were really old as this fort. But over in this area, I didn't go to it, and I might walk over there, but it's a kitchen. Yeah, let's go check it out. Is this what I think it is? It's got a rope. It's got a scaffold. Nope, it's not. This is not where they would hang the bad guys for payment of their crime. I don't know why that's for. I know I said kitchen, I didn't mean kitchen. I mean, it's like a, almost looks like, you can't come in here, the door's locked, so I've got my head stuck in the window. Well, it's just like, almost like a general store. I see they got some top hats over there. If your top hat got blown away from all the wind, you can go catch a new top hat. Looks like the hat over to the right, you probably can't see, it's not zoomed, but it's like the hat the Scarecrow wore on Wizard of Oz over to the right. And then he got a rebel or Confederate military hat, and they had some other stuff. You come in here and buy, oh, and a pheasant, a mounted pheasant right there. What's a pheasant sound like? Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, that's that. And then this one is another one of those where to keep the ammo. Check this out. These are the sticks they would ram the charge down into the cannon with. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they almost look authentic, but I know they wouldn't be. Things. Yep, they would jam that down in the cannon barrel. Probably for these size cannonballs. And could you imagine that hitting you at like 1,000 miles per hour, however fast they go? Anyway, lots of ammo boxes. Oh, here's some sort of military outfit. This looks like would have been someone's office. Whoever he is, it was his office. He must have been a blueprinter because he's got a drafting table. And we've got the chalkboard there for school. I doubt it. And back here, more just supplies. These are pretty cool. These are painted. All the ceilings are painted. It's got metal rods that goes through. You see these metal rods here? They go all the way through. Those were put in a lot of old brick structures. They would hold on the outside, sometimes you would see a star, like a shape with a nut, bolt nut in the middle of it. Those are to hold the building together so the walls won't fall apart. Bricks aren't that structurally sound unless you made them super thick, because they can be knocked over quite easily. But anyway, aren't you glad I'm so darn smart? Man. All right, now I think this is going to do it. We could go in there, but to be honest with you, it's like the same thing in each room. And then the upstairs is the same thing. I don't think you can go upstairs in it, but it's just a dormitory. There's the flag. And again, I don't think that flag is like the proper one. And it's some with the sun shining right there on it. Let's go see the ocean. Hey, you hear that echo? Hello? Nice little echo we got going on there. Look at the white light. Near-death experience. Oh, never mind. It's not so white. There's people. So we're gonna. There's a trail that goes right here. So we found an armored armadillo. If you guys don't know what an armadillo is, I'm gonna show you. They're this little armored, shelled little creature. They have real poor eyesight, but they got real good hearing. I think he spotted, or I think he heard us. Let me see. Stand back, people. There he went. I almost had him. I was going to try and catch him for you guys. It's going to be a hero for my family. We're going to have armadillo for supper. So how many of you guys know what an armadillo, I keep saying armor. I think it is, I think it came from armored.
What do you call it?
But it's an armadillo. They migrated up from like Texas or Mexico or someplace. They're like a dry weather, hot weather type of animal. And they have a shell. And you've probably seen like on cartoons and stuff, if you've seen them, they'll roll up in a ball. They don't roll up in a ball. They're not roly-polies. But they say they have you can get leprosy from them. I don't know if that's true or not, because I've caught a bunch as a kid. And I don't know if you can hear me because this darn wind's so loud. But you can get leprosy, they say. But if I could have just now caught him, I would have caught him. They've got some pretty big toenails. But they're harmless. Let's get out here and check out the beach. What kind of beach? Here's the beach. There's the fort over there, so we couldn't take the path right there. We'll walk out a little bit farther. The sand here has a lot of shells in it. Real shelly. Real shelly. It smells good. The beach smells good. It's I don't know, saltwater smell. You know what that smells like? Some of you guys live like in Nebraska. You never see the ocean. You do get used to it. It's not all that always, but it is fun to come to. Sometimes. There's no telling what you may find washed up either. Shells, jellyfish, sea turtles. People out here looking for shells all the time too. Do you like the beach, Ivy? Do you like the beach? Whoa! All right, everybody. Fort Clinch is done. There's the flag right there. Just walked out on the beach. I don't know how much you could hear on the beach. The wind was so darn strong. Yeah, I had a good time here. Tunnels, all the little nooks and crannies of the fort. Probably gonna go get some ice cream. Downtown Fernandina. I'm gonna check that out. But anyway, gonna end this video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, don't forget to go comment. Let me know if you've been here before. Let me know what you think. Have you ever been to Rose Hill Cemetery in Macon, Georgia? Those things that I mentioned. Shoot me a comment. Let me know if you've been there, done that. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hey, get out and do something fun and make your life an adventure. See ya. Bye. Well, on the way out, we found this little fella. He's hungry. He decided he would have himself some leaves. Hello, Mr. Turtle. This is a Georgia gopher turtle. Gopher tortoise. Pick him up. Show him.
I want to pick it up.
It's illegal to touch him, actually, but you're not supposed to bother him. We're not going to hurt him. His front feet are like little shovels. Let me lighten this up. Hold on. Oh, wrong way. His front feet are like little shovels. They dig holes in the ground. All right, put him down. And they're harmless, but they're really strong. You can. He wants to go. He's like, let go of me. He's huffing and puffing. We don't want him to get ran over by a car. There he goes. Y'all make sure cars don't hit him. There he goes. He's out of here. Bye, Mr. Turtle.